Hey there, ready to dive into the Old Testament? In just 3 minutes, I'm going to take you on a whirlwind tour through the major highlights of these ancient and timeless stories. Buckle up. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. We start with Genesis, where God speaks the universe into existence. He forms Adam and Eve, the first humans, placing them in the Garden of Eden. But they disobey God by eating the forbidden fruit and are expelled from paradise. Fast forward, and we meet Noah. The world is corrupt and God decides to cleanse it with a great flood. Noah builds an ark, saving his family and 2 of every animal. The flood waters recede, and God places a rainbow in the sky as a promise never to flood the earth again. Next up, Abraham. God makes a covenant with him, promising that his descendants will be as numerous as the stars. Abraham's faith is tested when God asks him to sacrifice his son, Isaac. At the last moment, God provides a ram instead, showing his provision and mercy. Isaac's son Jacob has 12 sons who become the 12 tribes of Israel. One of them, Joseph, is sold into slavery by his jealous brothers. Through a series of divine interventions, Joseph rises to power in Egypt and saves his family from famine. Time passes and the Israelites become enslaved in Egypt. Enter Moses. God calls him to lead his people out of bondage. With miraculous plagues and the parting of the Red Sea, the Israelites escape and begin their journey to the Promised Land. At Mount Sinai, Moses receives the 10 Commandments, God's laws for his people. Despite this, the Israelites wander in the desert for 40 years due to their lack of faith. But God remains faithful, guiding and providing for them. Joshua leads the next generation into the Promised Land. The walls of Jericho fall, and they begin to settle. Judges like Gideon and Samson rise to deliver Israel from its enemies. Then we meet King David, a shepherd boy who defeats Goliath with a sling and a stone. He becomes Israel's greatest king, a man after God's own heart. His son, Solomon, builds the magnificent temple in Jerusalem. But after Solomon, the kingdom splits into Israel and Judah. Prophets like Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel warn the people to return to God. Despite their warnings, both kingdoms fall, Israel to Assyria and Judah to Babylon. Yet the prophets also speak of hope and a future redemption. Finally, after 70 years in exile, the Israelites return to rebuild Jerusalem and the temple. The Old Testament closes with the anticipation of a coming Messiah, a Savior who will fulfill God's promises and bring ultimate redemption. And there you have it, the epic journey of the Old Testament in just 3 minutes. These stories remind us of God's power, faithfulness, and the hope that anchors our faith. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more biblical insights. See you next time.